have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They've got Bradley Beal. Kemp is out there with Johnson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. Well, the Thunder are not one of the best shooting teams from outside. We know that. They know their strength of their offense, Doris, lies in their ability to attack the rim and get shots in the paint.
Right, because you have to consider the Thunder last year were last in the NBA in three-point percentage, yet second in the league in points in the paint. So when they are able to get inside on a team, that is when they are at their most dangerous.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks very much, David. And guys, do you see the strategy the coach laid out for him paying off?
Well, it's the right strategy, but it's tough to say whether they can pull it off. I mean, this is a team that shoots a high percentage even against the best defense.
I think they've got to make sure that they have aggressive but controlled closeouts to shooters. Any laziness at the defensive end will cost them.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. Good on the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harper kicks to Granger. Outside Harper. Feeds it to Bryant. Shoots over Beal. Moves back up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Cousins is no joke down low. It's no surprise when the D elects to foul him given his massive size.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Now here's Johnson. Count it. 10 points for Beal.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
Granger, a screen on Williams. Here's Harper. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Clock at 4. There's a screen by Willis. Here's Harper.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Another miss by Harper.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Thunder with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Over in the corner, Williams. Outside Kemp. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Cousins is there, and Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
And it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
Now Williams, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins from deep. He shoots again, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game right now, and Abdul-Jabbar no good on that one. Already, Doris, several elite rookies are struggling. We often see top high school players making the seamless jump to college. Why is that next jump from college to pro so much more difficult?
Well, I think every level of basketball that you go up, whether it's high school to college and then college to pro, there's a different level of physicality. The players take an extraordinary jump both in their approach to the game, their level of professionalism, what their physical and mental maturation state is. So the NBA has the best players, not only from the United States, but from across the world. And so obviously there's a level of preparation that's required on a day-to-day basis, and the season is so much drastically longer from the college, which plays about 32 to 40 games, to an 82-game regular season, and then if you're fortunate enough to be in the playoffs. So there's a level of endurance required in addition to both the physical and mental maturation standpoint.
Here's Harper after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar score. Yep, that one goes in there. Williams with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Now here's Beal. It's a 13-point game, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Kobe with the steal. Harper against Williams. Outside Harper. There's a screen by Willis. On the wing, Bryant. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
No good from outside.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Harper with the ball. Williams picks him up. Harper kicks to Willis. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For Oklahoma City, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, Brad Stevens started his own preseason coaching summit in Boston. This guy is clearly dedicated to his craft. He's dedicated to learning from his peers. He is always watching games from every different angle to try to learn. Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And rumor has it Brad Stevens used to keep a pad of paper for every TV in the house to sketch plays that he saw in games.
Well, those were the old days. Now he can just text an assistant with the game and timestamp, and then he reviews a marathon edit of plays for things he can use. Oh, the beauty of technology.
Here is Harper. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's Kobe. Another shot. And Willis gets it to go. Willis has got 10 points in the game.
Dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Johnson kicks to Marshall. And it's off from three-point range. Granger inside the line. They get it back. Here's Willis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Beal against Bryant. They double team Beal. Williams for 3. No good. Shot missing. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, and for two squads that don't know each other all that well, this should be an intriguing battle.
Right. In a matchup where you don't see the opponent often, there should be a lot of surprises. I don't know what to expect.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Rice is checked in, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for Bradley Beal. Basket counts.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
The quick pass to Bryant. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kemp's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The screen from Kemp. Smith for 3. Traps in the tray. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Rollins checked in for Oklahoma City. Boston also with the sub. Webster's checked in. Here's the quick. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Celtics.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Jones checked in for Oklahoma City. Marshall gets the bucket. Thunder trailing by 13. Outside Bryant. Pass to McDaniel. Smith against Bryant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Thomas, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the 2nd grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, I'm the last of 8 kids. My family didn't have a ton of money. But, boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball. And I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack for this?
No, I think, you know, obviously when you play the game from 7 years old, you pick up on a lot of the nuance, and as in anything, you have to work hard at something to be good at it, and
right.
It didn't feel like work because I love basketball.
It shows even now. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. The quick passes to McDaniel. Outside Bryant. Pass to McDaniel. Outside for Kobe. Shot clock at 5. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobe's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Thunder. Celtics leading by 10. The feed to Rice. Webster up top. Covered by Rollins. Nice ball movement by Boston. Got a piece of it. Here's McDaniel. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Jones. Here's Rollins, and slam dunk by Rollins.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
For 3, Kobe, they get it back. Basket counts. Rollins got 5.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now Thomas. 5 on the clock. Off the pick. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat, very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that length.
The shot comes out. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Celtics leading by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
On the court for the Celtics, J.R. Smith out there with Thomas. Then it's Big Cat, then it's D, and it's Rice in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
And it's Smith again missing.
Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
It's stolen by Webster. Smith dishes to Webster. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Celtics making a change here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
The shot by Hawkins, no good. Celtics leading by 10. Fires the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Big Cat. Here's the quick. He's guarded by Thomas. Jones with the screen on Beal. Here's Hawkins. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line. And J.R. Smith, a natural offensively. But Doris's defense has come a long way, too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
Now, here is Smith. His last outing, 16 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas, no good.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Rollins, the pass to the quick. He dishes it to Jones. Fades back. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead. Outside, Beal. Back to Thomas. They set the pick. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Thomas kicks to Rice. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and he's good on the 3-ball. Beal's got 15 points.
Folks, we call it cooking. Bradley Beal is working offensively.
The quick, passes to Jones. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Celtics leading by 6. Thomas kicks to Smith. Beal up top. The dish to Rice. Goes up on the wing. Percy Hawkins with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Passes to the quick. Here's Rollins. Hawkins passes to McDaniel. Over Smith. Here's Rollins. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Hawkins kicks to Granger. And there's the pass to Hawkins. Willis with a screen on Kemp. Hawkins. A three-pointer, no good.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Williams kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. That one drops for him.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Doris, some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players?
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it that sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be, standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Abdul-Jabbar, the screen. Beal gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Beal's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Boston. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kicks to Granger. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Williams dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. No good that time. Nice D from Cousins. Thunder trailing by 9. Harper the pass to Cousins. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And in 2015, Cousins added that three-pointer to his game. Now he can do it all offensively.
Picked by Williams. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Williams. Beal dishes to Kemp. Inside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint, because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Screen by Cousins. Pass to Hawkins. Cousins inside. He's covered by Kemp. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Cousins. Williams passes to Kemp. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Kemp's got 4 this quarter.
Good job working the in-between area.
Yeah, I think if the defense is going to give that to him, he's got to take the opportunity. He uses his size and high release point on the jumper.
Cousins, no good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And let's check out the stats for Cousins. Great showing for him last season, putting in about 27 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Lyons checked in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They grab their own miss. Abdul-Jabbar uses the glass to finish the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 19 points.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
There's a screen. Here's Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And 11 points here for Cousins.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Upside Kemp. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Kemp a screen on Granger. Here's Johnson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Marshall, he's checked in for Bradley Beal.
Marshall.
Harper against Williams. Screen by Cousins. Kobe, that's for 2. Johnson with the block. Second shot opportunity. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Bryant. Boston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. You look at the success that Coach Billy Donovan has had both at the college level at Florida and his first few years in the NBA at Oklahoma City. Doris, he very much feels at home in playoff and pressure situations.
Well, certainly Billy D has a lot of experience managing a team in a postseason setting. This is a guy who always tinkers during the regular season to find different angles to help his guys. Billy Donovan, one of those guys increasingly who you don't want to see in a 7-game series.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Williams kicks to Kemp. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. 1:11 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. Up again. It's good on the putback. Abdul-Jabbar's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
.52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Harper. 3-pointer. Rebound Boston. They led by as many as 18 points. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Kobe. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Marshall. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Abdul-Jabbar's got 23 points. And so we conclude the first half. Celtics lead by 9. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The
Show.
first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some excellent offensive and defensive possessions. They surged their way to a 14-2 start. They faced a much tougher fight in the second. And that is just about...
The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Kareem Abdul. Thunder trailing by 9. Kevin Willis out there with Smooth. And there's Bryant. And there's Harper. And it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And here is Williams, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Williams kicks to Abdul-Jabbar, shoots over Cousins. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Williams against Harper. Inside. And Willis gets it to go. Willis has got 14.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Beal. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Off the inbound, Johnson can't hit.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Down low. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a chance now to review the shot chart for Boston.
And there isn't a whole lot of positives that you can take away from his performance from the mid-range game so far. A lot of chances have come up empty for him, but he seems intent on taking jumpers out there. Something's got to give.
Beal with it, picked up by Kobe, and the basket is good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's so fascinating to look back on Thunder history because 3 current players who are dominating the league were together on the Oklahoma City Thunder: Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. In retrospect, the talent level on that team was unreal.
And here's Kemp following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Johnson.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Thunder trailing by 4. Harper kicks to Willis. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And going back to the Thunder teams with the big 3 of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, endures some bad luck with the Thunder during those seasons.
Well, first and foremost, they ran into a great Miami team in the NBA Finals. Then after Harden left, injuries to both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook hampered their opportunities. Still, you think back, and if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you can marvel at the collection of talent you once had.
Now Harper. Bradley Beal missing from long range. The shot by Bryant, no good. There's Beal with the 3, and Willis pulls it down. Willis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Harper the pass to Willis with a tie, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the Celtics free throw attempt differential, one thing to work on. Their opponents average about 2 more free throw attempts per game.
Right. Fortunately for the Celtics, though, they might not take a ton of free throws, but they shot an excellent percentage. So that gap in free throws made significantly smaller because of their quality shooting.
Now here's Kemp. Abdul-Jabbar up top. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Williams. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Kobe against Beal. Feeds it to Cousins. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Kemp kicks to Thomas. Kemp a screen on Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Smith wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working. Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
The quickies checked in for Harper. Thomas dishes to Beal. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. To end the drought, it's blocked. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Rollins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Willis. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Smith the pass to Thomas. He feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Thomas. And that's going to be a travel. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rice is checked in. There's a screen by Willis. There's the screen. Here's McDaniel. Plays it up and banks it in. McDaniel's got his second bucket tonight.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Passes it to the quick. Now the feed to Bryant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. For the lead, shots good by Rice. Rice has got his second bucket.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
And here is Willis. He's got 18. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. As a former point guard at Providence Doris in college basketball, you had to initialize plenty of different plays, work within different styles and schemes. Is there a particular offensive scheme that you prefer beyond others?
You know, when I was a kid, believe it or not, though I'm an East Coast kid, during the Lakers and Celtics era, I was actually a Showtime fan. I love the fast pace, their ability to get in transition, the spectacular James Worthy being fed so perfectly by the incomparable Magic Johnson. I am much more a pace and space fan than I am a grinded out player. You know, I'm a Knicks fan by heart, and though I love the success they had in the 90s, I would say that the style of play today is much more appealing to me.
It is. It's so attractive to watch movement and fluid basketball and sets that run with precision. It's great to watch.
Poetry in motion.
Yes, well said. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the three-pointer, right? A much more significant piece of the Celtics offense. They went from middle of the pack to top 3 in makes from deep last year.
Smooth checked in for the Thunder. Harper comes in for the quick. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Thomas. Here's Harper. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Nobody near Granger. It's good on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And for the Celtics last season, their three-point attempts up by almost a third. At the same time, improved their percentage.
Well, this is an organization that reflects the way the league is going. They are especially dead from the corners with those threes, and that really elevated their offense.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Smith kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Harper, and again it's Oklahoma City. Celtics trail by 4. Smith outside. A baseline J. That one off the back iron and out.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Harper with the ball. Screen by Jones. Harper dishes to Bryant. Shot, high post. No good that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Rice. He has 6. That gives them the lead. 10 points for Smith. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
For the Thunder, Cousins comes in for Rollins, and it's Buckets in for Bryant. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Beal comes in for J.R. Smith. Granger with the bucket. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
On the wing, Johnson. Over Granger, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Johnson's got 8 points. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Screen by Jones. The dish to Granger. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Back to Harper. He dishes it to Granger. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Harper. Marshall sets a screen for Beal. Off the screen. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
Now here's Jones. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Buckets. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Abdul-Jabbar gets double-teamed. Back to Williams. Goes up at the stripe. And Jones pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 5. Granger with the ball. Now Beal defending. Granger, a screen on Johnson. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Harper the pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Hey, we're doing so many good things.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's D. Then it's Johnson. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Kobe's injury, let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. They're going to hold him out for the rest of the game, and though they don't think he'll be out long, they haven't ruled out the chance that he could miss additional games as well. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
Percy Hawkins checked in for Goose. And the Thunder making a change here. Willis is checked in. Outside Harper. The pass to Cousins. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Harper. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Kempa screen on Harper. Harper against Beal. And it goes down 2 points. Beal's got 20 points.
I love to see a shooter like Beal mixing it up on the interior.
Hawkins kicks to Willis. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Johnson dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Beal. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hawkins against Beal. Hawkins passes to Willis. Now Hawkins. Beal with the block. And he recovers it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Celtics trail by 5. Williams kicks to Beal. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Williams. And stolen by Cousins. Granger from outside. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Now here's Williams. Outside, Beal. Kempa screen on Harper. Here's Beal. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead. Harper kicks to Hawkins. Willis the pass to Harper. There's a good screen. Dishes it to Granger from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. Granger's got 13 points in the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Williams kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Harper dishes to Granger. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. He gets it in there. Willis has got 20 points.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period. In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Harper the pass to Hawkins. Shot on the wing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar, and he uses the glass on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 33.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Willis with a screen on Beal. Now Hawkins. Here's Willis. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
Now here's Kemp. Over Cousins. Kemp kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hawkins. Misses off the left iron.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And Beal kicks to Williams. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Kicks it to Granger. Over Johnson. Again, Oklahoma City.
Timeout.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
Thank you, David. Here's Abdul-Jabbar following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Kemp and the rejection by Cousins.
And you got to be careful with Cousins around. His shot blocking can be a factor.
Outside Harper. Here's the screen. Feeds it to Cousins. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Beal. Johnson in the corner to stop the drought. Connects from 3-point range. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Harper the pass to Willis. Over Kemp. Up and in at the jumper near the hoop. Willis has got 26 points.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Beal from long range. The Thunder pull it in. Willis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And here is Harper. Screened by Cousins. Here's Hawkins. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
It's good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Harper. There's a screen by Willis. 3-pointer. Granger. Johnson right side. Baseline try. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Hawkins kicks to Willis. Pass to Harper. There's a screen by Willis. Hawkins with it. He's guarded by Williams. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
He kicks to Johnson. The screen from Kemp. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Willis. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now here's Beal. He feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Williams kicks to Kemp. To the inside. The feed to Johnson. The dish to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Williams against Harper. There's a screen by Willis. Harper kicks to Cousins. Kept alive. Here's Willis. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And there's the pass to Williams. Celtics passing it around. And Beal kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. The screen from Kemp. They set the pick. Off the pick. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here's Cousins. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not impossible to catch up, but it is a tall order right now.
Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Oh, their communication on offense is working at every level now. These guys are really cohesive. What a run.
Hawkins kicks to Harper. There's a screen by Willis. Williams comes with a double team. Hawkins against Johnson. Tries to snap the cold streak. Here's Willis. Hawkins passes to Harper. Williams with the steal.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you've got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a fast foul or a steal. No options.
Gets the first. That narrows the lead down to just 3. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not their friend, and they need to score fast.
Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 1 second left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
No, I think you're exactly right, Greg. You've got to take any positive you can get. You'd like to see them come together and build something, even if it's in a loss. JR prides himself on being the man in clutch moments like this.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.